Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of MAGA Headline News. My name is Mike. Today is Sunday, and guys, I've got a bombshell report for you tonight. I kind of stumbled upon this. I knew a little bit about it, but I never really made the connection. And I don't want to just tell you exactly what that connection is just yet. All right. Until I was, doing a little bit of research today. And I said, oh my God, look at this. Look who it is. I said, all right. And what I'm going to show you is number one, it's going to be proof that President Trump is dismantling the deep state. Okay. It's going to be proof that we are winning, proof that the Democrat Congress and Senate people are doing nothing but lying. It's going to expose them for what they're really up to. Okay. And it's also going to show you how people were living off of your tax dollars and how many of them there really are that were sitting there living the good life off of your tax dollars while you struggle every day, while we struggle every day. All right. They have the entire government in their pocket. All right. And what's going on is that I want you to think about this as like a comparison. All right. So, everybody knows, like, you have towns in America that, in the 20th century, they, in the 1900s, they propped up these towns that would pop up out of nowhere because there was a coal mine that needed people to work at it. So thousands of people would, be working at this coal mine that should have stayed running for, century, forever, but of course the environmentalists, whatever, we'll get into that another time. But what it is these towns survive off the coal mine, or the towns survive off a huge factory, or the towns survive off a huge car building plant. And as the Democrats started destroying that industry, each town would just turn into a ghost town. People lose their jobs and the country slowly goes broke. 90,000 factories over since Obama, but that's another story. Okay. Now, what I'm about to show you is that the deep state has their own equivalent to their factories they survive off for their area. Okay. But they don't really have to work hard for it. They steal it. All right. These people are all government bureaucrats that work in the government, that are all well connected, and the ones that are defying President Trump orders, that will, the ones that are facilitating all of this. Okay. The whole money laundering racket, which is so large, it takes a lot of people to facilitate it. Okay. There's a lot of logistics involved, and there's a lot of people skimming off the top, living real good. But what happens when you pull their big factory away from them in their area? They go broke. Their town goes broke. And it's about time that they feel like what the rest of America feels like. Okay. And it's going to show you the major MAGA win that President Trump is having over these people, and show you that they are nothing but a house of cards. All you got to do is untangle their web. All you got to do is pull one card out at the bottom and it just falls apart. Okay. And that's why these Congress people are kicking and screaming and telling you that people are starving in Africa because they can't get non-binary plant-based meals in Bangladesh, okay, through USAID. It's a bunch of bullshit. All it is Democrats stealing, all right? And what they do is they create armies of lunatics and radicals out of the low information Democrat voters, who they sell them these social issues, and that's their army. That's their support. And that's how the media is supporting all of this, because the media is involved in it all too. But let's show you a community crushed by USAID being pulled out from under them. Okay. And that is in Chevy Chase, Maryland. And the reason I'm telling you this is because the studies have already been done. We know who lives in these areas. We know who lives in Chevy Chase, Maryland. It's all the Washington bureaucrats. All right. It's all the Democrats with all the money, and all that money that's linked to USAID. And now took a look on Zillow, and I'm going to pull it up right here. Look at this. This is Chevy Chase, Maryland, a little area. Okay. It's like 2 square miles. You got over almost 1,200 search results in all these houses worth over anywhere from $1 to $6, $7 million. Okay. All for sale. This is abnormal. Okay. For any of this to be happening, this many properties in these areas. Because what's going on? What's going on is these people can't afford to live in these monster McMansions anymore because their illegal money has been pulled out from under them. Their factories have closed. This time it's their factory that was closed, their way of sustaining themselves. So now not only are all their vacation homes for sale, but their main houses are for sale too. And that's why these people are going crazy, because now they can't afford to live in all of their mansions. And if you see some of these houses, how these people live, it'll make you sick because it's all stolen money. In no way, shape, or form do this many houses like this go for sale in an area like this without some kind of crisis happening. All right. And then I said to myself, oh, okay, who is these people's Congress and Senate people? Okay, senators. Well, look who it is. Jamie Raskin. If you don't know who this guy is, he's one of the loudest assholes out in the street, one of the loudest people that is causing trouble, lying about President Trump, acting like he is an advocate for minorities and people that need money, when in reality, he represents these people. Okay. And these people are telling this guy, you better go out there and get our money back, or else we're not going to fund you anymore and you won't be our senator anymore. On top of the fact that they want their money flow coming back in, and so does this idiot. That's what this is all about, what you see in the news, what you see all over social media when these guys are yelling. Okay? That's their congressman. And do you want to know who their senator is? Let me show you. You want to know who these people's senator is? The ones that are selling all of these 3 to 5, $7 million homes? Here you go. Chris Van Hollen, the jerk off that just went down to El Salvador to make sure that the Tren de Agua gang is okay. So, who do these people represent? Not the people they claim to, not the people they say they care about. These people are fighting for their lives, for their careers, for their money. These Congress people and senators are fighting for their careers and for their money because they're all stealing it. And this is what you're going to see around the country as President Trump obliterates the deep state. And the more that these people kick and scream, the more you know that this right here is happening to them. All right. The party is over for these people. So make sure when people tell you that President Trump is hurting all of these people, okay, you are equipped with the information to tell them, no, he's not. What he's doing is hurting the criminals. And we're glad that he is. And this is why Mr. Van Hollen here from Maryland wants to keep the illegals here, wants to keep the gangs here because they need them. They need them to keep their congressional districts alive. They need them to keep the illegal voting going. And they're going to need them this summer when the Democrats attempt to destabilize this entire country by trying to riot and create so much civil unrest that it tears our country apart. Guys, I'm going to go back to this map one more time. Okay. Just so you could see it. It's right here, right in front of your eyes. The entire town is for sale, and go look at the statistics. Each and every one of these people, probably 90% of them, are government deep state Democrats who now cannot afford these $1 million homes on their normal salaries. They have to live like the rest of us. And that's why we're seeing this. And just because of this, we have to go through riots. We have to go through protests. We have to go through everything that is making our lives hard so these people could continue to steal. Okay, guys, I'm going to go back over here. I just wanted to bring that quick report to you guys tonight. It was something I kind of clicked together in my mind today between Jamie Raskin, Van Hollen, and that county. I hope it provides everybody with a little more information to understand what is going on. And that is what I have for you tonight. I'll be back tomorrow with another report for MAGA Headline News. So I hope you guys enjoy what is left of your weekend, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.